Two second-place teams from the SBC and SOC will face off Friday night. Welcome back to the pregame huddle. I'm your host, Josh Herner, and I'm calling in my man Joshua Jacob to tell you all about the matchup between Zane Trace and Valley.
Josh, it's time for the playoffs, and Valley gets to host a playoff game. They've won over half their games this year for the first time since 2015, so a deep playoff run could be incoming. Now, this is far from the first time these two teams have met up.
Yeah, they had a 19-year stretch in the 80s and 90s where they saw each other every season.
And in the last 7, they've been all Valley all day, only letting the Pioneers score 19 points.
So clearly these two teams are a little different now, so what is Valley cooking with this year?
Well, to keep it simple, they like to run. Their main guy is Anthony Aaron, who's got over 1,000 yards and 70 touchdowns. So when in doubt, the ball's going to be in his hands. But if you thought he was alone, you're mistaken. QB Braxton Conway does his fair share of running, and he makes the most of it with 9 yards a carry. So when he does get his chances, he makes the most of it. They also mix in Gabe McNeil, keeping guys fresh at all times.
So now let's take a look at the Pioneers.
Well, if you held a mirror to the Valley, the reflection would be Zane Trace. Bryce Johnson is the man on the ground, and all I have to say is 21 rushing touchdowns. Enough said, he's a beast. But I'll keep going. Almost 1,400 yards on the ground with 9 yards a carry. You can't name more of a sure thing than a running back that averages a first down a carry.
All right, JJ, now we all know we've talked about this Zane Trace defense all year. Why not talk about him one more time?
I mean, I'm ready for it, Josh. We've talked about it all year, like you said, and it's going to be a big factor for this one. Now, we are familiar with this 4-3 box from the Pioneers, and it's served them well all season.
Add it to the list of things these teams do the same.
Exactly. Both of these teams love to bring the pressure, which really shuts down the run. Now, with the pressure, they have to be careful leaving the secondary hanging. Valley can get the ball out quick, and that could lead to big plays. But like we said, this squad knows how to apply pressure. I mean, 21 sacks, 46 tackles for loss, 13 interceptions. These guys force the offense into positions that they don't want to be in.
Yeah, Blake Brower, Hudson Williams, and Mason Hartley, and even Bryce Johnson have all been dependent on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, this game is going to be ground and pound to the max, but the win will go to the team who can look within and adapt all the way to the fourth quarter.
No doubt about that. Thanks for the great work, JJ. For more of the pregame huddle, make sure you catch all of our breakdowns, previews, and more on Facebook, YouTube, and X. And don't forget to catch episode 11 of Gridiron Glory tomorrow night at 11:30 p.m. on WOUB and the WOUB YouTube channel. But until then, remember, there's nothing better than Friday nights and Gridiron Glory.